Caitlin. I'm a student nurse. I was wondering if I could sit and talk with you today.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can I ask you what led you to come receive treatment here in this group home?
I was living on the streets alone, and I was using a lot of cocaine, so that's why I'm here.
What began your drug use?
Well, I got kicked out of my house, and then so I was when I was living on the streets, I got caught up in kind of a bad crowd, and then it just kind of became the only thing that there was to do, and then it just kind of like took over.
That must have been really hard for you getting kicked out of your house. What kind of led up to you? Who kicked you out, and what happened to lead to that?
Well, my stepdad moved in a couple years ago, and he just got really mean, and he drinks a lot, and then he gets angry and yells and pushes us around, and he just got really mad and told me I had to leave, so I did.
That must have been really hard for you. What did your mom live with you at the time? What did she say about all this?
Yeah, she lives with us, but she didn't say anything to him because we need him for the money he brings in for us. Like, we didn't have any money, so she just never stands up to him.
Do you still talk to your mom?
Not really. I haven't talked to her since I moved out. I just had no way to, and I just didn't. I was so mad. I didn't really want to either.
Do you think you could form another relationship, a new relationship with your mom now? Is that something you would want to do?
I'd like to, but I don't know if I'm ready, and I don't want to talk to my stepdad. I know that that's going to make it really hard for me to see my mom, but I'd like to at some point.
Do you think that you're recovering well, and do you feel that this treatment center has helped you in your recovery process?
I guess so. I got caught with cocaine in my room, like when I first got here, and I didn't want to stop. It was really, really, really hard for me to stop using, but I haven't used in a really long time, and I guess I'm starting to feel better. They have me on a lot of medications, so I feel better, and I don't want to use right now, but sometimes I still get the urge to.
Well, that's good. It sounds like you are making a good step in your recovery process, and just taking it one day at a time. I'm sure it's really hard to break that addiction and everything. So it sounds like you're doing a good job. Do you think that one day you're gonna want to move out and get a job and start living in the community again?
Yeah, eventually. I'm not ready now because I know if I just went now, I would probably just use again, and wind up living on the streets, and I don't have a job or anything, but I guess I'd like to someday. I don't want to be here forever.
Well, it sounds like you recognize that you still have some work to do in recovering, but you're doing a good job in so far, and it sounds like you can go all the way with it. Do you see any strengths in yourself, maybe that you've always had or that you've developed since you started your treatment?
I guess I want to get better. I've always been stubborn, so I just have to get over that first. But then usually once I put my mind to something, I can do it. I don't like not finishing things, but I want to get better, and I want to move out on my own.
So it sounds like you think your motivation is like your biggest strength, which is really important thing in treatment. So that's good that that's one of your biggest strengths, and you can recognize that in yourself because everyone has their own individual strengths, and that'll definitely help you with your recovery and treatment. Um, do you have any other things you'd like to talk about?
Not really. I'm just not used to talking to people that much since I lived on my own for so long. So, I don't know. I guess I don't really have a lot to say.
Do you think that since you've lived alone for so long and haven't really had anyone to talk to, it's hard for you to trust people?
A little bit. The only people I knew were people who were helping me score. So I'm not used to talking about myself that much because when you're on the streets, you don't really say much. And when I was high, I didn't, have a lot to say either. So,
Hmm. Well, it sounds like, um, you know, it's going to take some time to start building new relationships and start trusting people. But opening up is a good way to start that, and seeing that people will listen to you and you can start trusting people again.
hi, my name is Kate. I'm a student nurse from Purdue. Is it okay if I come and talk to you for a little bit?
Mhm.
And what's your name?
My name's Caitlin.
Okay. And how long have you been at the group home?
I've been here about a month now.
Okay. And what brought you here?
I tried to commit suicide.
Um, that must have been a really difficult time for you. What were some of the things that led you to try and end your life?
I was just really sad, and I didn't think that life was worth living anymore. I had a lot of problems with my family, and my boyfriend broke up with me, and I just didn't want to be alive anymore.
And you mentioned that you were having some problems with your families. Uh, how did that affect you? Was it making that what made you feel worthless, or was it something else?
Yeah, my family, we were just fighting, and they were saying mean things to me. They were just saying how I was just not a good person, and they didn't think that I was going anywhere with my life, and so that was just really hard to hear.
You know, that it must be have been very hard for you to hear constantly over and over. How long were they saying these things to you?
We've always fought, and I guess it's just been building up more and more. It was building up for a long time, probably, well, my whole life, but it was just getting really bad lately.
And do you feel that separating from your boyfriend maybe made things worse with your family because you were upset about that as well as your family problems?
Yeah, I think so. I think that made it harder.
Um, and have you been in contact with anyone in your family since you've been here?
I talked to my brother, and that was it. He was the only one that really cared and was nice to me.
And is he an older brother or a younger brother?
He's older.
Older. And were you living with him, or was he living somewhere else when everything was going on?
He doesn't live at home anymore. I was living with my boyfriend, and then when we broke up, I had to move back in with my family, and I think that caused a lot of problems.
And you said that your brother is your biggest support, but he doesn't live at home. Are you able to regularly get in contact with him or see him?
Yeah, I talk to him a lot and see him. Sometimes he visits me, and before I saw him maybe like once a week or maybe less. It kind of depended because he works.
And what does your brother do?
He is a accountant.
Okay. Um, so does he talk to you about his work, or is it more just focused on you and how you're doing?
We talk about his work and his fiance, and just random things.
And do you get along with his fiance?
I like her. She's nice.
That's good. It's good that you also have not only a good relationship with your brother, but also with the other people that are important in his life as well. Um, uh, what do you feel since you've been at the group home has been your biggest challenge?
I guess it's just been hard to open up to people and talk about my past, but I guess that's been the biggest problem, and I just don't feel that much better yet. I've started feeling a little better, but I haven't really noticed any huge improvements. So
And you said that you're not able to open up. You're having trouble opening up. Is it that you're afraid of what people will think about what you have to say?
yeah, I just think that maybe people will judge me or they won't support me because I'm just used to people being like that in my family and just things think that people care enough
Mhm.
or won't support me.
Mhm. And those are some of the things that your treatment is definitely going to help you with. We want you to be able to feel like you can open up because the things that you have to say are important. And we recognize that you feel that your life is not worth anything, but we're here to help you see the good in yourself. And hopefully, throughout your treatment and everything, you can slowly begin to open up because that's the first step in building trusting relationships with other people.